Henderson 250.
Henderson, Nevada.
The Henderson 250 is more of a sprint than most of our races. It's 250 miles, and we'll only have to take fuel once, and you don't really have time to let it shake itself out. You got to go.
A short race, a 250-mile race like Henderson, it's a real sprint. You have to put it on as hard as you can the entire time. There's not as much time for, planning. You have to take extra chances.
For me, preparing for a long race or even a short race like the Henderson 250, there's no difference. We're out there to win. We want to do the best we can, so we employ the same strategies.
There probably should be a difference between a 250-mile race and a 700-mile race, but the minute you strap on those seat belts and you sit in that car and you fire that engine up, there isn't no difference.
A race like that, the thing starts and it's over, just like that. Track position is everything because of the dust, and out there in Henderson, the bumps are huge.
Desert racing is really pretty similar. I'd say the only race that's different would be the Blue Water 2-day race. That's the one that's like really an all-out sprint. For the other ones, we still have to deal with the desert. We still have the environment. There's the rocks, there's the silt, there's the weather.
To win a championship and best in the desert, you need to finish every race, and that is super, super critical. You get to throw one out that's your worst score, but if you finish all of them, that'll put yourself in a great position to be there at the end.
How you win a championship in the Best in the Desert Series is there certain races that you have to finish just because the double points possibilities in them because of the car entry. So you've got to pick the races, and you almost need to go in with mentality to finish first. You first must finish.
Winning a championship with only 6 races on the schedule is really about preparation all the way back to the shop, having your car at each and every race. You might not win them all, but completing those miles and being there, being present, being smart about your equipment and where you're going, what you're doing. And a lot of that happens back at home.
There's nothing like it if you've never experienced it. You have to come out and watch desert racing. Desert racing it's kind of like going out and watching cowboys, riding the horses across the desert chasing Indians or being chased by Indians, vice versa. When you're in the desert watching 800 horsepower drive by at 120 miles an hour, and you get 2 or 3 guys battling it out, and they're jumping and going over the whoops, and there's nothing like that.
Expect to see some of the coolest, loudest, fastest equipment you've ever seen in your life going across terrain that you can't even walk across and do it at 100 miles an hour.
You're either going to love it or you're going to hate it. It's loud, hot, dusty.
If I wasn't racing off-road cars, obviously I really enjoy racing NASCAR. But if I couldn't do either one of those, I think I would really enjoy racing airplanes, just because the limits to me seem really endless and the speed is unbelievable.
If I wasn't racing cars in the dirt, I think I'd be racing a Corvette in Le Mans. Those guys are unbelievable out there.
Rally. If I wasn't racing off-road, I'd like to race rally cars. I've done a little bit of it, and it's a blast.